Hey guys, I know I said I was going to start this at 3:30, but I actually need to do it a little bit more quickly than I planned because I guess some stuff I had to do after work. So, I wanted to give you guys some of my tips on how to get comfortable speaking in front of people, in front of your camera, just in general. Hey girl! So, I don't know if you guys know this or not, but some celebrities, well, celebrities in people of empowerment or people of power have all overcome public speaking fears. Warren Buffett is one of them, and Warren Buffett is somebody that working in the investment industry, like I know who Warren Buffett is. He was very scared to speak in public. You guys, I forgot my tripod at home, so I'm having to hold my phone. Sorry about that. Bruce Willis had a stutter. Hi from Finland, finally seeing your Chicscope live. That's why I was trying to do one at like a little bit of a different time and something that would be kind of fun to do, and I get questions about public speaking all the time. So, but Bruce Willis had a stutter. Julia Roberts, scared to death to speak in public, one of the highest paid actresses. Winston Churchill had a lisp. Isaac Newton had a speech impediment so bad that he would ask to close the Parliament windows so no one would hear him speak. My favorite, Nicole Kidman, afraid to speak in public. So how do you overcome this fear of speaking to a crowd? So I put together 10 tips on how I overcome this and how, because I really wasn't scared to like speak in front of a crowd, but it can be nerve-wracking, and I understand. Right now with video media being so huge, you have YouTube, which, you know, is more formal and you can edit and you can reshoot, right? Thank you guys for inviting followers, by the way, and thank you guys for the hearts. Where you have, where you can have, or on Periscope, where it's live. So you're basically speaking to your tribe on Periscope totally live. So I put together 10 tips, and the first one is, one of my biggest tips is, don't scope or don't film a YouTube video when you don't feel like doing it, because it's going to come across that you're just not feeling it. So always make sure you're having fun with what you're doing. If you're having fun with something, your confidence automatically increases and you are more engaging. Practice, 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 you guys. Always practice your videos and your content, because when you know what you're talking about, guess what? You are, hey girl, hey! I was actually just watching one of your YouTube videos. But when you're more confident because you practice your speech or your video, it will come across that way. I was born with the ability of the gift of gab. So, you know, I can talk to anybody. But some people, you make YouTube videos, yes I do. When you're born with a gift of gab, you're kind of born with like a little bit of a natural confidence. So you can check my profile for that. When you were not born with a gift of gab, it's a little bit harder. And I understand that. So if you have a hard time, or if you feel like self-conscious about making a video and talking to a camera, practice what you're going to say. Pretend you're talking to like your bestie. That's what I do. Some people are just natural, thank you. Some people are just natural talkers. And we're not going to do the whole follow for follow thing, so if you enjoy my scope, give it hearts. But are we sick of Breaking Bad yet? Actually, yeah, we are. You know, it's cool, it's great, it's awesome, but I didn't actually watch the show because it was on at the same time as some of my other favorite shows. Anyways, like I said, some people are born with a natural gift of gab and the natural gift to speak and the natural confidence. Some people have to work for it. Do not be afraid to know your limits. If it's something you have to work for, rock it. Work for it. Because there are groups out there that will help you with your public speaking. Toastmasters is one of them. Always be real with yourself with your expectations. If you are a very shy person, or you are it's hard for you to speak in public, don't think you're going to be the next YouTube star overnight when you have something you have to work for. But also, don't be self-conscious that you have to work for that. Because when you have to work for something, that makes your prize at the end that much more awesome. truly. One of my other biggest tips is don't be nervous. Don't be nervous when you're on a scope and you see people leave, because there could be many reasons. One, they could have joined in and realized, hey, I really don't care about public speaking, and they hit the X. Totally cool. Awesome. That's fine. How bad is it that I have quite a weird accent? I have a really weird Midwestern accent. So people love accents, so embrace your accent. Use it to your advantage. Use it to be more engaging. My friend Tazzy, she's becoming like one of my besties, right? She is from Australia. So, hey Tori, I didn't see you sneak in, girl. But when you have an accent, rock it. That's you. That's your brand. That is you. Use that to your advantage. Having a Midwestern accent can sometimes be a little funny because people think I'm Canadian, which is okay. But when people are on your scopes and you see them jump off or you see them come back on, it could be a connection problem. It could be they just aren't feeling the content, but don't be offended by that, because you can't, one, you can't please everybody, and two, you have so much more to offer, where if someone didn't want to go into the scope, that's cool, no problem. When you're on YouTube and you're a little nervous, sorry, I have the iPhone 6 Plus and it's like super heavy, so I had to like sit my arm down. But when you're on YouTube and you're getting dislikes on videos, do not take those dislikes to heart, because 9 times out of 10 has nothing to do with you. There are just like really crappy people that will just dislike videos because they don't make videos and they don't know the time and the effort that goes into them. It is what it is. I never let a dislike bother me. I don't even use dislikes as a way to I guess analyze my channel, because some people just suck and they will dislike videos just to be mean. But don't let negative things like that get to you, because people will drop off and on and things like that. You know, it's okay. I am trying to be really quick with this because I'm actually here at the office. So always smile in your videos. When you smile in your videos and you're more engaging, people love that. If I did this whole video just like this, super serious Mandy Jean, one, I'm going to get wrinkles even faster. But two, it's just not as cool, right? So if I'm smiling and being personable, one, I'm more confident like that. I'm not very confident filming like super technical stuff. I am more confident kind of speaking off the cuff and having fun with it. I know my limits and I know what to expect from myself. So with that being said, you know, when you're looking, good tip, at times don't forget to smile. Never, always smile, you guys, always smile, because somebody somewhere is seeing your smile and it's making them smile. So therefore, you are doing your job. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. I've made mistakes on Periscope before and I'm like, oh crap, well, you know, move on, whatevs. Correct yourself, but don't, you know, throw yourself over an iron cross and like something like that, because mistakes happen. We're all human. We are putting ourselves out on the internet. That's why I allow my battery to die every day just to listen to your scopes. Oh, you just made my day. Don't be afraid though to own up to your mistakes and be like, I screwed up, whatever, and move on. Don't beat yourself up over it, because we're all human. We all make mistakes. On YouTube, if you make a mistake, yeah, you can go in and edit it out and correct it. On Periscope, it's there. So, like me, you guys know I get sidetracked super easy on stuff, and that's actually become part of my brand now, which is really funny. But I don't let that stuff get to me, because if I misspeak and someone corrects me, that's awesome, because I want to get you guys the best information. So don't be afraid to make mistakes. If you make a mistake, it happens. Something that I'm okay with, but I could improve upon, is making eye contact. If I'm filming a video like this the whole time, I gotta remember to look up here, kind of creepy, right? But if I'm talking to you like we're having coffee, we're having fun, it's a little bit more engaging. Now, if I'm like this the whole time and we're speaking about how awesome the trees are and the sandias, see the difference? It's like I'm not engaged as much with you guys. So make sure you're making eye contact. It's okay to look away. I look away when I think. And that's not because, see, I'm doing it right now. It's not because like I'm trying to avoid eye contact or anything, but it's because I always do that. I just look up when I think, even when I'm talking to somebody. Don't be afraid to look away, but find that balance between like engagement and being yourself. Hey girl, always try to be as relaxed as possible when you're doing scopes in YouTube, because if you are really anxious about it, it's going to come across. You know, take a walk, do something that relaxes you, read for a little bit, have fun with your scopes and with your channel. Gosh, my phone is heavy. Ugh. Have fun with this stuff, because if you're having fun with it, your viewers and your community members are going to have fun with it. When I have a bad day, like I've had bad days, and I hide them well sometimes, like, unless I'm hungry, and then I get hangry. But always embrace that. Try to relax, try to have fun with it, because this is all meant to be fun. None of this is meant to be super duper serious. You're on the internet, right? You're showing people your lives and your content. Have fun with it, rock it. My last tip, and then we gotta actually cut it because I get to go home now, is y'all fake it till you make it. If you are like dying inside when you're doing a scope, fake being confident, which is easier said than done. But you know your stuff, you know what you're talking about, rock it. You know, there's sometimes, get yourself a tripod. I'm on Amazon, order mine. I know, actually I have one. The problem is I'm at work and I forgot it at home. Yeah. First world scoper problems, right? Always carry a tripod. It should be like, maybe someone should do a scope like things you need when you scope, like what you should keep in your bag. That would be actually a really funny scope. But seriously guys, fake it until you make it. When I'm doing like 31 days of YouTube, sometimes I have to research some of the content because I don't scope problems. Because I don't know like all this stuff. I'm not the end all be all on YouTube, but you know what I do? I present it in a way that how it's presented, I don't want to say it makes me appear more knowledgeable than I am, because I do know the information, but it's a very like, okay, well, Mandy Jean said that. Obviously, I've researched it, because I wouldn't give you guys crappy information at all. Well, okay, let me rephrase that. I wouldn't mean to give you guys crappy information, and that would not be my intention to give you guys crappy information. So, fake it till you make it. You know, do your research. There's nothing wrong with researching a topic and then presenting it. That's called a speech, right? We all learned that in speech class in high school and in college. So, I hate to do this, but I know you have our backs. Exactly. And here's the thing, you guys. I want to empower you to do what you want to do. If you want to be a paid public speaker, rock it. If you want to have a YouTube channel and be the next YouTube star, rock it. You guys, just look at what you need to do to get there. And for me, like, and you guys, I'm actually doing like a really cool vlog this week. Super excited about it. But when you are looking at your business and from a video media point of view, how you present yourself is so important. I'm a duder. I'm a duder. I say dude all the time. Like all my friends, they'll say something and I'm like, dude. It's my very conversational style. Some people, like Alexis, Miss Trenchcoat, very professional style. Don't be afraid to pick the style and how you speak. Oh, Verizon just told me I actually use 3 gigs more than my data. Oopsie. Guess I should have done that. I can't, my dance subscribers up so slow. When you're, how do I want to say this? Let me think for a second. When you're doing your scopes, let's talk about scopes for a minute. Let's take YouTube out of the picture, because a lot of people on here are scoping now. Just do them. Do them and get used to the platform, get used to speaking, get used to holding your phone or using your tripod, get used to looking at yourself, which is really weird for me, because I hate it when like I'm doing it and like I feel like I'm staring at myself when really I'm like trying to look up here. So, oh, that was stupid. Sorry, you guys. Trying to look up there so I can like make eye contact with you guys, but whatevs. Mandy Jean problems, right? But with video media, getting comfortable in front of a camera is the #1 thing that you truly need to do. If you can, hey Tazzy, I was just talking about you. I was like, no one's here to keep me on track. If you are not comfortable in front of a camera and you just do not want to do it, that's okay. There's many people who do, yeah, I'm on a challenge to build Periscope. Exactly. You're doing a good job, girl. I wish, like, it's really funny. I'll sit my phone down and then I'll come back and like all my favorite people will have done a scope and I've missed them and I'm like, dang it. But on Periscope, I think the really cool thing and the easiest way, honestly, to build your Periscope is be active on other people's Periscopes, because people see that and people be like, oh, you know, she gave, you know, a lot of hearts, or Mandy mentioned Tori, which Tori the Stager, you guys, check her out. She's awesome. She's actually a fellow empire builder, right? Right? I think so. Or are you in Anne's Fearless Launching? Correct me, girl, so I make sure I label you right. But the cool thing about Periscope is the immediate connection with people. People either, there's a bird out there that's me and birds, right? Fearless Launcher. That's what I thought. You know, the funny thing about Periscope is people have that like immediate connection. And if in some Alexis work, yeah, me too, we're all team Alexis here. With building Periscope, it's really kind of an interesting platform because people are starting to form tribes on Periscope. And it's like the same people check out the same scopes. So if you find people that like, this is going to sound like all high school-y, but if you find people that really kind of speak to you and you want them to be members of your tribe, or you look up to them like Alexis, watch their scopes, interact, like, that's the easiest way, honestly, I think, to build a Periscope. And make sure you're asking your current members of your community, hey, I'm on Periscope every single day at 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. If you want to see my scopes, check them out. What I do is I also post my replays on my YouTube channel because some people just, they can't. And I get it, especially with like a worldwide audience. Everybody's on different time zones. You know, Tazzy, what is it, like 6 a.m. where you're at? 8 a.m., right? It's pretty early. You know, it is what it is. So that's what, honestly, girl, I would recommend is you're doing it right. I don't have any tips more than what you're already doing to build your Periscope subscribers. Or it's so hard to live on the other side of the world. Exactly. Because, you know, we all want to interact with each other. And I know, like, a lot of people have found me through Alexis, and a lot of people have found Alexis through me, which is amazing. I'm, like, shocked that some people aren't subscribed to her. But it's all about the tribe, right? And most people know that, like, that have been on my scopes and been on my Google Hangouts and stuff like that, realize that, you know, if you ever have a question, my email box is always open. And, you know, it might take me a day, but I'll get back. That's part of my community and my brand. And I know Alexis is the same way. But going back to speaking, practice, you guys. Get comfortable. Find that happy medium. And I'm using basically just like my data, so it's probably not the best quality either. I'm not on Wi-Fi. Have fun with it. You know, if you do Periscope and you realize Periscope is not for you, try YouTube, because YouTube you can edit and have a little bit more control. But I hate to do this, but I do gotta let you guys go because I get to go home now and I gotta go to the grocery store before I do my Chicscope tonight. So I will see you guys at 6 o'clock Mountain Standard Time. If you guys have questions about public speaking, we can revisit it tonight on the Chicscope at 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, like always. So I will see you guys later. Have an awesome afternoon, and I'll see y'all in a couple hours. Okay, every time I do this damn thing wrong.